storyteller. And look, we're talking about years. 84, I was born, which means I was 14 when you debuted in 98 on The Daily Show, right? Is that
right? Wow, that's
and which
amazing.
is like that was my prime Daily Show watching years. And I mean, this was all-star cast, Mo. I mean, this was
fun.
truly one of the best casts. So I got a clip here, and I'm not going to even tell you. Probably know who was on the show with Mo. Let's just watch this segment from early 2000s, I believe.
Oh my God. The best.
Freak.
So old now.
So old. Do you watch those old clips at all? Do you ever go back on YouTube and
Well,
watch?
I just profiled Stephen Colbert for CBS Sunday Morning.
You
so
did?
I did actually go back and look at a bunch of clips. So
Yeah, look at that.
Oh,
Oh,
there you
prepared. That was a perfect. The
I
first
know,
one that went right
and
tonight.
that was not. I did not know you were going to do that.
So have you been in touch with Steve Colbert and Carell and Vance?
Yeah, definitely. And doing this was wild. Going and seeing the theater and how they completely restored it to its 1927 original state. It's beautiful.
It's amazing. And the projections on the top of the theater. It's amazing. Have you watched the first couple episodes?
I did. I have not watched the second night, but I watched the first night.
Yeah, me
and
too.
He's great. He's amazing. So he's gonna. It already. I mean, it's. I think he's already making really bold choices, which is great to do.
Yeah.
Because there's so many shows out there.
He's kind of doing a little bit Colbert Report at the desk,
Right.
sitting down, those
Yeah.
bits. That was interesting.
Yeah, and I thought, anyway, from the first night, I thought that the Jeb Bush thing by using his own brother was kind of ingenious.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
And you worked with Jon Stewart, of course, we just saw, and seeing him leave now. And what do you think that show is going to transition into? That's a major change.
I don't know. I mean, it's a lot of the staff for Trevor Noah taking over. You mean? I think it's. I don't know. I wonder how much. I wonder if it's going to be. I have no inside information. If it's going to be less, maybe less focused on the American political process and maybe be more global, since he's South African.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
Bring a different perspective
funny
to
guy.
it, definitely. So, well, you saw John at the farewell show, the final
did.
show.
I was on the last show, which was wild.
How was that party afterwards?
One of the best parties I've ever been to.
Really?
Yeah,
Oh,
really.
give us something.
I wish I had. I mean, the only thing I can tell you is that Asif Manvi and I got into a high kick competition, and I'm really flexible because I was a gymnast as a child, self-taught, and I could kick higher than he did, but I didn't have access. Somebody had recorded it, and then I asked Asif to post it, and he edited it, which I thought was really unfair because it made it look like we kick roughly the same height, no competition.
No competition.
Yeah, I mean, I can bring my leg behind my head, basically. Yeah.
We should bring him here and have you do it live, and we'll really settle it. Yeah. Love to have Asif. I'm just pandering to. I want to show one more clip here. This is a clip from your show, My Grandmother's Ravioli. And when is the show on?
It's on Cooking Channel. It's not The Cooking Channel. It's Cooking Channel. They really need to add a the, because every time I talk about the show, I sound like a caveman. Like, my show is on Cooking Channel. It's on The Cooking Channel. It's on Wednesdays at 8 p.m., and then it repeats throughout the week.
And you cook with LeBron James' grandmother?
No. I cooked with the LeBron James Grandmothers Fan Club, which is a group of grandmothers in Akron who are big fans. They're like LeBron stalkers. I mean, they're crazy.
I'm going to go out with this one. You probably haven't seen this. I don't know why this is on YouTube. I don't know what producer at Jeopardy decided to put this on YouTube. But you recently were on Celebrity Jeopardy.
Yes, that's right.
Back in May.
Yeah.
I tried to find the full episode. I couldn't find the full episode. But I found one of the most awkward conversations I've ever seen anyone have.
Oh, jeez.
And it's you and Alex Trebek.
So that is hilarious, first of all, because what happens is afterwards you have to talk and then they just run the credits. But the next thing that came out of our mouths was, I really wish was there, although he says then, I won't name the person, but he says, oh, and you know my lawyer, and he names the lawyer, and I said, oh, he just did my will. And so he had just done my will. And John Berman and Wendy McClendon-Covey were like really freaked out. But we started talking about my will. So anyway, if anyone's looking for a lawyer to do their will, this
I need to know about Charles Osgood. Can you tell me about Charles Osgood?
Yeah.
Charles Osgood is my boss at CBS. This is the last great gentleman of broadcasting. I mean, this is a guy who gets up in the morning and plays Gershwin at his grand piano. It's not an act, and he's always really well dressed. The only thing about him is he wears bow ties, and I used to. If you wear a bow tie around him, he will cut you. I mean, he just will not allow anyone else. So that's the only time, like, he churns. But he's amazing. I mean, he really does. He gets up in the morning and has a cocktail, and then we'll play Gershwin and sing at his piano.
A legend.
Yeah,
And you've worked with a lot of legends, Mo.
Yeah.
You've had a hell of a career,
right,
man.
thank
And
you.
all the best to continue.
Well, thank you. This is a
success.
lot of fun.
Yeah, come back sometime. You live
Thanks,
so
guys.
close. Mo Rocca, everybody. My grandmother ravioli.